Welcome everyone. In this video, we are in the Ultra Premier Classic, showcasing some more fun battles featuring Beheeyem. Man, Beheeyem. I decided to run Beheeyem. I've had this one for a little while. Turns out it's actually a rank 3 in the Ultra League. So I thought, confusion is actually underrated for the Ultra Premier Classic meta. And I really wanted to run a confusion user. Tried running Gallade a little bit yesterday. Didn't get too far. And, I started thinking, I've got this rank 3 Beheeyem that I've been sitting on. Why not give that a try? It's got a decent moveset with Dark Pulse and Rock Slide. You got the confusion. So I said, to heck with it, I'm going to run it. And guys, I had a lot of fun with it. It hits pretty hard, guys. It's about, as far as bulk, it's about as bulky as Gallade. So if you're familiar with Gallade and having to save shields for Gallade, Beheeyem is right around about as bulky as Gallade. So very fun pick. And we've also got Obstagoon on this team, guys. Obstagoon is going to be our lead for this team. We're going to be leading Obstagoon. Obstagoon is a very strong lead for the Ultra Premier Classic. A lot of people like to run Empoleon in the lead. You see a lot of Laprases in the lead. And how can we forget about Trevenant, everyone's favorite ghost type these days. A lot of people like to lead with Trevenant as well. Obstagoon, absolute beast in the Ultra Premier Classic. So we're going to be leading with Obstagoon. And also on this team, guys, we've got Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen will be functioning as our safe swap. What a powerhouse for the Ultra Premier Classic, guys. I'm so glad I invested in this Nidoqueen. As you can see, it's a nice 98%. That's what you'll want for IVs if you plan on running Nidoqueen in the Ultra Premier Classic. I powered it up just for this, for the Ultra Premier Classic, and I'm not regretting it one bit, guys. This is after we had already powered up a XL. And said, you know what, Nidoqueen's pretty strong in this Ultra Premier Classic meta. We got to have one for it too. So got a nice level 40 there. It's going to be our safe swap. Had a lot of fun with this team, guys. I'm so glad I ran Confusion because it is very strong in this meta. But without further ado, let's get right into these battles. Yeah, man, Beheeyem. I had to practice pronouncing that name before starting to record. All right, we are met with a Dragonite in the lead. Okay, pretty neutral lead for Obstagoon. Obstagoon actually has enough bulk to withstand the fast move pressure of Dragon Breath. We're going to hang in here a little bit, soften it up, chip away at it with a couple of Night Slashes. We want it to throw its energy before we safe swap into Nidoqueen. Because you don't know what they have in the back. Typically with Dragonite, you will see Empoleon in the back, and there it is, right on cue, Empoleon. Empoleon and Dragonite are like peanut butter and jelly, guys. If you see an Empoleon or a Dragonite, you can bet the house that you most likely have one of the other two in the back. So they let that go through. We baited with a Poison Fang. That's okay. We're not going to expend any shields. We did soften it up. We did get that debuff off, so we're going to farm all the way down just about, but they decide to throw a move. We got to preserve all this energy on Obstagoon. And I think we do decide to end up throwing a cross. No, we're going to go for the full farm down. Wow. Obstagoon farming down the Empoleon. So we've got loaded energy for whatever they decide to come back in with. Most likely that Dragonite, and we are locked and loaded on energy, guys. We're going to look to get off this first Night Slash. Most likely get the shield. This Dragonite is getting pretty low. We are just spamming off these Night Slashes. We got a nice healthy farm off of that Empoleon. And we are going to put it to good use. They let that one go, and they've got Lapras in the back. Oh, man. And we've got Beheeyem just going away. Those confusions are chunking. Beheeyem is pretty attack weighted, so those confusions do hit pretty hard. We're going to let that first Surf go through. Look to get off a Rock Slide. This will be doing super effective with Lapras's Ice typing. They do let that go. And at this point, we're thinking, can we farm this Lapras all the way down? I'm not sure. We're going to throw up a shield, have to preserve the health on this Beheeyem, and we are going for the full farm down, guys. They've got a shield. We got to farm it down, and we do. My goodness, Beheeyem coming in clutch, and we farm down the Dragonite. That is going to be a good game. Well played to this battler. How about Beheeyem with the crazy aggressive farm down, guys? My goodness, what a fun pick for the Ultra Premier Classic. And we are met with a Nidoqueen, so terrible lead for Obstagoon. Got to go into our own Nidoqueen, and they come in with a Poliwrath. All right. Because we were able to get an energy advantage, we're actually going to go right for this Earth Power. Most battlers will not shield their Poliwrath. Poliwrath is very tanky in the Ultra Premier Classic, and they do let that go. They're farming up quite a bit. They've got about 2 Ice Punches locked and loaded for us. We're going to throw, or let the first one go, and then shield up the second one here. Kind of want to preserve switch advantage a little bit, just because we know that they do have a poison type, and Beheeyem has a very strong matchup up against poison types with that confusion, guys. We're going to look to get off a Poison Fang. They do let that go. Very nice. And they've got a Crobat. Oh, man, guys. They've got double poison. This is why confusion users are very strong in this meta, guys. A lot of people get comfortable with their poison types. They'll double up on them. And this is exactly why we wanted to run confusion. We're just going to throw Obstagoon in here to soak all this damage. That Crobat did get a little bit of a farm off of our Nidoqueen. And they come back in with their own Nidoqueen. That's the smart move because they are resisting our counter damage. And guys, if you notice, we saved our Nidoqueen. And the reason why we did that is because they've got 2 Pokemon that can debuff us with Poison Fangs. So at some point, we're going to have to clear the debuff. That's why we saved Nidoqueen with low health on it. It can function as a decent sack swap as well. They do get off another Poison Fang. We'd let that go. And here we go. It is Beheeyem time. Oh my goodness. That confusion is just chunking this Nidoqueen. We're going to let this Poison Fang go. It's not going to do a whole lot to Beheeyem. And we are just going to confusion down. My goodness. Look at that. This is why confusion is very strong in the Ultra Premier Classic, guys. We're going to look to get off a Rock Slide. Most likely get the shield from this Crobat. That would be doing massive super effective damage. And we're going to go right into Nidoqueen to clear that debuff off of our Beheeyem. And we're going to get off a Poison Fang at that. Just debuffing that defense, making the farm down that much easier for our Beheeyem. And here we go, Beheeyem chunking away on this Crobat. Guys, you have no idea how satisfying it is to really put it to a Crobat. I do not like this Pokemon, and we say bye-bye Crobat. And we're going to say good game to this battler. Very fun battle. Man, are we having fun with Beheeyem. Guys, if you like what you're seeing, give the video a like. That is the best thing you can do to really help out this channel. If you like what you're seeing with Beheeyem, let YouTube know, guys. Hit that like button. And we are met with a Sylveon. Got to go right into our Nidoqueen. Actually, that's a bit of a misplay because, as you can see, we are hard countered with an Empoleon right off the bat. Should have actually gone into Beheeyem, guys. You never, ever want to go into your hardest counter. Even though Nidoqueen is the dedicated safe swap, if you're met with a Charmer on Obstagoon, you definitely want to go in with Beheeyem. And we are going to pay for that misplay with a nice Hydro Cannon to the face. But we did grab a shield off of this Empoleon, so that's not too bad. We're going to actually undercharge this Cross Chop just because we want to have a little bit of an extra farm, just in case we need the energy down the line at some point. Not going to shield any of this. We're at this point, we're just going to absolutely save all of our shields for Beheeyem and look to farm this Empoleon all the way down. We are spamming that switch button to get into our Beheeyem. One Charm would actually probably KO Obstagoon at this health range. And here we go. Oh no, they've got a Snorlax in the back. Holy smokes. Man, that's not what we wanted to see, guys. Snorlax is doing super effective damage with that lick. That is a ghost type move. That's super effective with our psychic type. And we're going to look to get off a Rock Slide, soften this Snorlax up a little bit. But man, it's not looking good, guys. Beheeyem is just not bulky enough to withstand all of this fast move pressure. It's not looking good. Yeah, we got to shield everything up, but yeah, Obstagoon is just a little bit too low. It does not stand a chance up against a fully healthy Sylveon in the back. Yeah, they're farming us all the way down. That's GG's. We're going down with the ship here. Gotta throw this cross chop, but yeah, that's GG's. Good game. Well played to this battler. Boy, that last game was rough, guys. That's a tough team to go up against. But let's see what we have next here. Obstagoon. Oh man, Shadow Grand Ball. What? That's a terrible lead. But we're gonna do something different. Rather than switch out immediately like we did in that last battle up against Sylveon, we're actually just gonna stay in and soft lose this lead with our Obstagoon. We're just gonna get off as much chip damage as we can with Obstagoon and see if we do a little bit better. Wow, Obstagoon got that thing down to 50% health. Not bad. Of course, we're going to come in with Nidoqueen and just shred through this Shadow Grand Ball here. We're going to tank this Crunch and farm all the way down with Poison Jab. And then we're going to look to see what they have in the back. Crobat! All right, it is Beheeyem time. Get a little bit of go battle lag there. That's okay. And we are chunking away with this Confusion. My goodness, guys, are you seeing why Confusion users are so underrated in this Ultra Premier Classic? And they've got a Machamp in the back. Oh, man. Beheeyem is just licking its chops. We've got two Pokemon weak to Confusion in the back. Beheeyem is just having a field day, guys. We are going to throw up a shield. It's just a cross chop, but the more health that you can preserve on your Beheeyem, the better off you will be, guys, especially if you've got two Pokemon in the back weak to Confusion. We're going to look to pressure that last shield with a Rock Slide. Most likely, for sure, get the shield, and we do. And we're going to go right back into Nidoqueen, look to get off a couple of Poison Fangs, debuff that defense, and if they take us out, one Confusion will absolutely delete this Crobat here, guys. My goodness, Beheeyem coming in clutch, guys, with that Confusion damage. It's so underrated for the Ultra Premier Classic. They do get off a Poison Fang, and we hang on. Nidoqueen getting to another Poison Fang. This will be taking out the Crobat, and we say bye-bye, Crobat. That's going to be a good game. Well played to this battler. What a finish, guys. I think we built a decent team around Beheeyem. My goodness. Nidoqueen coming in clutch at the end. We met with a Snorlax, so we've got a positive lead. Very good lead for Obstagoon, and they know that, so they go right into a Swampert, and we misclicked, guys. Oh my gosh. What a mistake. Obviously, you never ever want to go bring your Nidoqueen onto a Swampert. We absolutely meant to go Beheeyem. Kind of a little bit on autopilot there. We just, out of instinct, just went right into Nidoqueen. Can we salvage this, though? We got to try and salvage this, guys. We can't let this game go to waste. That was such a good lead. We do shield up a Hydro Cannon. You typically don't want to do that, but we want to get this Swampert very low. Swampert is super spammy, and it hits very hard with those Hydro Cannons, so we got to get it low. And we get to a third Poison Fang onto the Swampert. And if they let this go, this will... Oh, we get a shield from the Swampert. That's amazing. We aggressively go into our Beheeyem, and they come in with a Crobat, guys. They did the same thing we did. Oh my gosh, guys. I would bet my last dollar that they meant to go into Snorlax. How funny is that? We both misclicked and came in with... What a crazy battle. My goodness. And they come back in with that Snorlax. They let that Rock Slide go. Oh my gosh, this battle was so crazy. We're going to look to get off a Rock Slide onto the Snorlax, soften it up a little bit, and they're looking to go for an aggressive farm down. My goodness. What a crazy battle so far. So, knowing that they farmed up so much energy with their Snorlax, guys, in order to save this game, we absolutely have to make a play here, and we do. We catch the superpower onto our Nidoqueen, guys. Oh my gosh, what a crazy battle. We come back in with Obstagoon. The Swampert has a Hydro Cannon. Locked and loaded. Obstagoon can comfortably tank it. Oh, and it's an Earthquake. Either way, Obstagoon has some very good bulk for the Ultra Premier Classic. We tanked the Earthquake, and we had to save a shield for a potential superpower. Gonna absolutely shield this up. It is just a Body Slam, but we can counter down at this point. My goodness. What a battle. Holy smokes. Are you not entertained? What a battle. That's the team, guys. My goodness. What a fun battle to end it all off. Oh my gosh. Man. So that's the team, guys. Beheeyem. Not bad. It's not bad, guys. It's definitely not meta by any means. I just wanted to have a little fun with it. I wanted to run a Confusion user in the Ultra Premier Classic. There are better Confusion users that you can go with. I wanted to have a little bit of fun. This was a fun video with a fun pick for the Ultra Premier Classic with Beheeyem. It hits very hard. Not the bulkiest Pokemon around, guys. Like I said in the beginning, it's about as bulky as a Gallade. So a lot of you are familiar with Gallade. A lot of you might have a lot of experience using Gallade. So if you end up running Beheeyem, I will say that it does have a better moveset for the Ultra Premier Classic. Much better moveset that's much more suited for the Ultra Premier Classic than Gallade. Like I said, tried running Gallade yesterday. Didn't get too far just because of its moveset, guys. It runs Leaf Blade in close combat with all the poison types. I mean, if you run up against the Crobat, forget about it with Gallade. Gallade's just has fallen off a little bit in terms of how the meta has shifted for the Ultra Premier Classic. It's just not as strong of a pick just because you've got so many poison types. Especially, everybody's got a Crobat these days. Everybody's running Crobat. Gallade just doesn't stand a chance. So we landed on Beheeyem, guys. A better Confusion user, I would say, would be Slowbro or Slowking. If you have access to either one of those would be much more suited than Beheeyem. They are a lot bulkier, and they both do run Confusion. I would say the best Confusion user for the Ultra Premier Classic would be Slowbro, just because of its moveset. You run Ice Beam, you can really hit those flyers really hard. You can also run Psychic on it as well to really nuke those poison types and those fighters. Slowbro is probably the best Confusion user. Funny story, I actually deleted my near 100% IV Slowbro. I wasn't thinking that I would need it. I had an XL that I could build. So, deleted my my Slowbro. But I had fun with Beheeyem, guys. It's not bad, guys. You just have to. It takes a little bit of practice to get used to it. Again, it's not the bulkiest around, so you really have to save shields for it. But as you can see with these battles, it really can put in some work, guys. I'm telling you, Beheeyem, very underrated. It's not meta by any means, but very much underrated for the Ultra Premier Classic. It's got a fantastic moveset. I had a lot of fun, guys. I hope you enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching and keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.